Saturday, September 16th, about 7 p.m. This is another edition of the Coffee Talk live stream number 35. And we're going to be talking about prepping today again. Main topic is prepping. KP Heathen, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. I gave you a shout out this evening. The Bud Files, thank you for coming in. I gave you a shout out this evening. Well, I'm showing 3 likes and I'm showing 4 people in the house. Thank you for being here, guys. Uncle Al, thank you for coming. And Nation MRE Fines. Hey, there's a good guy. Haven't seen you in a while. Nation MRE Fines, thank you for coming in. I am trying. Nation MRE Fines. I'm trying to get my act together. Gray Man Prepping, thank you for coming in, Gray Man. 7 in the house, 4 likes. For those of you who've just been coming in, if you would please leave me a like, it will help me with the algorithm, and it will be surely appreciated. School been kicking my ass. Well, son, school's been kicking my ass because I went back to teaching. I've been teaching the last month, and I understand. The other thing that's been getting to me is that I've had, being around kids, I've been subjected to stuff that I don't normally, I don't normally get around. Excuse me for yawning, and I've been tired. And I've been sick a couple of times. Woke up this morning with the sniffles and everything. I don't feel the best in the world. But luckily, when you're an educator, you're off on the weekends. Vay's Place, thank you for coming in, Vay. Thank you, Vay. 7 in the house, 6 likes. So, let's talk a little bit about preparedness. That's the topic that I enjoy the most, and I want to discuss some of the basics that everybody needs to be. Excuse me, I'm really tired. For whatever reason, I'm yawning quite a bit. We need to be ready. So, what happens if the power goes out? What do we do if the power goes out? Well, when the power goes out, hopefully you have a means to boil water, because a lot of what we do involves heating water. If we want coffee or hot tea, if we want to have oatmeal or cream of wheat or mashed potatoes or any of the various mixes that you put together, you need to be able to boil water. Likewise, freeze-dried foods. If you want to reconstitute freeze-dried foods, you need to have very hot water. You need to be able to, if let's say you want to boil a packet of something that's sealed, like you can get Dingy Moore or Hormel meals, and they're in plastic. Those little 9-ounce meals are like a MRE main or a ration main. A lot of times what they do, if they don't have what's called an FRH, Cold War Prepper, thanks for coming in. If they don't have an FRH, what they do is they boil it. They get water, they boil the water, they put the main, or they put the meal in the boiling water, and they boil it for like 10 minutes. And you have to have a means to boil water. Um, Country Girl, thank you for coming in, Country Girl. I did 5 community wall posts today. Cindy, let's see who Cindy is. Cindy Y, 48 subscribers, no videos. Well, I tell you what, I will put a link to Cindy Y on my stream. This is Cindy Y. So as I was saying, I did 5 community wall posts today. Each one has a picture. And I shouted out over 50 channels. And these are channels that support me and that I think very highly of. That the first 4 wall posts were the channels that were qualified for my 13 and 1400 subscriber giveaways. I finished my 1400 subscriber giveaway video today. I uploaded it. I connected all of the channels that were qualified in the description, and it will premiere this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. It is about 18 minutes long, and the 1400 subscriber winner is Old Fart Gaming. He lives in Wisconsin, and he's already received his box. 11 in the house, 8 likes. So I am looking forward to that. Likewise, I'm trying to 7 p.m. most evenings live stream. Now that I am back working in education, I get up in the morning about 5:30. I'm out the door at 7. I'm at work about 7:15. The kids are there at 8:30. Actually, I got kids in my room probably around 8 o'clock. But the kids are there. I've got 5 different subjects that I have to prep for. Doors, thank you for coming in, Doors. And I see a lot of the channels that I have been shouting out coming in this evening. Yes, please hit the like button. Uncle Al says it will help my channel. And Uncle Al, I think I watched 3 of your videos today. I know I'm way behind and I left comments on them, but I watched 3 of your videos. I really enjoyed them. You put out very good content, and I do appreciate you immensely. Joshua, I shouted you out today. Joshua is not a content creator, but I appreciate Joshua, and I oftentimes will shout him out on my community wall for coming in and visiting. JC, thank you for coming in. So you need to be preparing for the coming winter. You need to be prepared with bottled water, with food that's easy to prepare. Bus stop. New shirt? No. Old shirt. I'm just wearing black today. During the week, I always wear a white dress shirt. My standard school attire is to wear a long sleeve white dress shirt. And underneath it, I wear a white t shirt. So when I come in, most of the time when I come in the evening, I take my white dress shirt off and I'm in my white t shirt. So usually when you see me doing a live stream, if I'm not wearing and it's during the week, school days, if I'm not wearing a white dress shirt, then I will have on usually a white t-shirt. My favorite is black. It's like a formal color to me. I look good in black, and I oftentimes will wear just when I'm out and about on weekends, I'll wear a black shirt. Sometimes I wear gray. It varies. 8 Grace, thank you for coming in. 8 Grace. Becoming dangerous. Here's one. Don't know. Let's see. Smart Girl NYC. 8 subscribers. Smart Girl, I will share you out on my live stream. Guru and Wahoo the Turtle. Another excellent channel. And his significant other living her best life at 60 is Echo. Very, very, very nice people. They both have excellent channels. Don't forget to stock a variety of foods that actually meet your nutritional needs. That is correct. Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate you mentioning that. It is easy to stock empty calories that will make you weak and lethargic. Well, I tell you, my idea of a breakfast when I'm not making tacos, and my daughter's idea of a breakfast every day is oatmeal. Oatmeal. Former President Nixon lived to be into his mid-80s, I believe, and he ate oatmeal every day for breakfast. He would eat oatmeal. Now, I usually have two packets of instant oatmeal. A 10-pack of oatmeal, generic brand, instant oatmeal. You basically put hot water with it. I put 8 ounces of hot water in 2 packets of oatmeal. I mix it up and then let it thicken up, and I put some honey with it. $1.65 for 10 packets. That and a couple of cups of coffee is a breakfast to me, and it gets me by until lunchtime. Little Lone Prepper, thank you for coming in, Little Lone Prepper. That's a good idea, Smart Girl. Country Girl, did you come in, Country Girl? Country Girl. Yes, Country Girl came in. Thank you for being here, Country Girl. So, well, it can be plain oatmeal. It can be just regular oatmeal. I ate lots of regular oatmeal. My mom would cook it for me in a pot. Back in the day, regular oatmeal. We get that for my daughter. I tend to eat the instant oatmeal. Maybe hers is a little more healthy. I don't know about that, but hers might be a little more healthy than mine. But trust me, compared to what a lot of people eat, that's eating healthy. Um, Never been to Disney. Disney is so expensive. Um, my daughter went. She was like 17 at the time. It was not as expensive then as it is now. It is so expensive. A lot of people won't go. Plus, with all the woke stuff going on, you know, and the stuff they're trying to pull, Disney, where their stock is way down, and also popularity is way down. They've been putting out a lot of remakes, woke remakes of classics. It's not going well for them. Gold Standard protein powder can be had in 5-pound cans with over 60 servings of 24 grams of whey protein. Stock a few of those and add it to your oatmeal in the morning. Yeah, I see a lot of that whey type, uh, a lot of those proteins that you can get over in the health section store. Um, I'm not real big on supplements and such. I will tell you this: I have got probably a year's worth of whey milk powder stored, freeze dried. I've got tons of freeze dried whey milk. And you just mix it up with water. If you got a way to cool it, having a 12-volt refrigerator running on a lithium battery, solar powered, and they don't draw a lot of power. They do not draw a lot of power. Uh, you know, when the thing's running, it's running at about 25 watts, and they cycle on and off. So if you've got a couple of kilowatts of lithium, that'll run that setup for a week without any recharging easily. Uh, Thank you, Idaho Garden Girl. I have I have been making my list. Bad body, not so fit. Thank you for coming in. I have been making my lists, checking it multiple times of what I need to purchase. You know, you need to be on a rotation. Last night, my wife made some mashed potatoes, and we were looking at the boxes. And she said, "Which one's the oldest one?" And I had a box that was Best Buy 2020. Nothing wrong with it. Good mashed potatoes. You know, keep it in the pantry. And she likes to use, usually when she does mashed potatoes, she basically uses potatoes, but sometimes, we'll do the box stuff. So you need to plan meals based on what do you like to eat. You need to buy preps that are healthy for you, but you also need to buy stuff that you'll actually eat. Yes, I love jalapenos. Um, I ate, it's been a while since I've had one, but I had a Whataburger, or cheeseburger all the way, toast the buds. I said, put jalapenos on it. With jalapenos. And those jalapenos were wimp jalapenos. They're not, they don't have any bite to them. They're just like pickles, just about. And I was sorely disappointed. I was sorely disappointed. Um, One of the things I'd like to mention, they had a farce. They went after Ken Paxton, the Texas Attorney General. His own people went after him. A lot of the rhinos and such went after him, and they decided they wanted to impeach him because they were upset. He was ordering the Texas Rangers to investigate FBI agents and various people from offices here that were doing things that were questionable, and they felt like they shouldn't be doing that, and the Democrats and the rhinos were crying, and they decided they were going to impeach him for exceeding his authority. Well, one of the things is, like, they did it the way they did the same thing with Trump. He didn't get a chance to have a lawyer there to defend him when they decided they were going to impeach him. He didn't get a chance to question any of the evidence. He didn't get a chance to present anything in the lower house the same way the Dems did their crap, and with Trump, and they moved to impeach him. So then they had a lengthy trial, and he was exonerated. Lo and behold, he was exonerated. And then the lieutenant governor proceeded to, because he was very fair, and he didn't want to get involved with any of the BS. Creative redundancy, thank you for coming in. And he came out afterwards and he ripped him a new one for about 10 minutes about all the bullshit, excuse my language, that they pulled. And now the Democrats are crying because they've opened up an investigation to possibly impeach Biden. And basically, they're doing it the way that it really should be done, that they're going to go ahead and they're doing an inquiry looking for evidence, and now that they've got more subpoena power and such, they're digging. Well, you would think that the FBI, the Justice Department, you'd think that they're the ones that should be digging all this stuff up. Why is it that you got a couple of committees that are having to do this in Congress? They're trying to protect Biden, and whenever something comes out, the media, is, oh, no, and then they just jump on Trump, and it's like all one-sided. Now, my thing is this: I grew up. There were a lot of Democrats in my family. There were a lot of Republicans in my family, and I grew up sort of in the middle. And my thing was always, well, what's right? Who's right and what's right? And I always would judge based on, who had the high ground, who had the argument. And nowadays, they don't want to hear it. All they want to hear is what their talking points are, whether it's true or not. Something comes out against them. Oh, they don't want to do it. That's old. Oh, well, it was new to them for years and years and years, and now that's disproven, and it doesn't meet what they trying to prove. Oh no, it's old. And everybody sees it. Everybody sees the BS. Laura Wrinkle, Wrinkle, thank you for coming in. I am going to link you on my live stream. Laura is not a content creator, but this is her channel if you want to connect to her. Well, I hear what you're saying, but I don't see Trump as the lesser of two evils. He's probably the most successful and the best president we've had in the last 50, 60 years. And I could argue that one all day long based on what he did. Personalities aside, or Twitter aside. I don't do Twitter, so I don't know what he tweets or what he tweeted. You know, if every day he went on Twitter and he tweeted FJB, I don't have a problem with that. You know, I mean the guy's a crook. That's not questionable. You know, you can keep your opinions to yourself. I voice mine when I get fed up with something other. I voice it. You know. So back to prepping. So I hear a lot about the grid, and it's really overextended, and it's linked. Most of the grid is linked. Now the Texas grid is independent. It's separate, and it's on a separate system. So if the grid was to Mike, I'm going to watch your video this weekend. That one that I'm missing, I'm going to watch it. If the grid were to go down, it would be like a cascade thing. It gets overloaded, and what they do to try to prevent that from happening is they do a roving brownout, where they basically lower the power, and then they turn it off and on certain areas, and it's set up where they can keep hospitals and emergency facilities and such powered, whereas everything else they basically like one hour in 8 or something. Every 8 hours you get like an hour of power. They rotate. They'll rotate through. But if it was to go down, if it were to go down, then Jorex, thank you, Joris, thank you for coming in. JOYAXCARCUEVA. Thank you for coming. Yes, well, I support solar. I think people having solar. I have solar, and and it generates a certain amount of power for me. I mean, I have a battery bank. I have lithium batteries, what they call lithium batteries, little battery banks and such. Generate, you want to call them a generator, whatever, or a battery. I've got several of those, and they keep all my smaller stuff running. Now I'm not geared up to run my house. You need about 30 kilowatts a day to run everything, including all of your, the stuff that runs on, 220. Hot water heater, central heat, air conditioning. My dryer, the stove, all that stuff runs on 220. That's a lot of power draw, and most setups are not going to run that kind of stuff. I could power a refrigerator or a freezer if the power went down, and I've got 12-volt stuff that I can run. I could run my microwave when I need to run it. Nids Mosul Vlogs. Let's look at this channel. Just came in. Oh, this is a channel that's got a lot of oomph. NID MOZOL 1.97K VLOG. I am subscribed to this channel. I'm going to this is Nids Mosel Vogs. And I'm going to give you a standard moderator. Blue Ranch, you're now a standard moderator. Please be on your best behavior. So Lee, you're saying you've got a 40 kilowatt solar system. You can basically generate 40 kilowatts when it's up and running full. Rainy only produced 18.54. Solar is great as long as panels see the sun. Well, I'm impressed. If you've got that kind of power, I'm impressed. The Patrick Batty, let's see here. I'm going to link you the Batty Patrick 10. Germany tried to go all green about 15 years ago. Yeah, Germany does not want to restart their nuclear plants, but they're really going to have to. Sister Winnie, thank you for coming in, Sister Winnie. 13 in the house, 23 likes. The tree huggers are killing us. I mean, the people who are just insane over being tree huggers, I wouldn't eat meat to save my soul types. Trust me, being vegans is going to get you into heaven. Anton Miles, thank you for coming in. $14 in the house. $23 channels that I have written down. 23 likes, that's pretty good. So back to solar and wind. Wind is good, but certain times of the year you don't have wind. And also, if it gets really, really cold, your turbines can freeze and they don't turn. Likewise, gets real cold, overcast, you're not getting that much out of the sun, so you're not generating that much power. They have not been shutting down. Nita's Cooking Show, thank you for coming in, Nita. I visited Nita today. Excuse me. And we talked a little bit. She was asking me why I came out of retirement. And I told her it's all about the money. You got bills to pay. I got a lot of medical bills on my wife, and I have been bleeding my savings account, so I'm trying to replenish things. And plus, you know, I can return to work and make $70,000 a year, and then I get my retirement. Oh, and I'm still not that old, so I'm taking advantage of it. Easton Kelly Armed, thank you for coming in, Easton Kelly Armed. I will be doing more community shout outs. Those of you who are in here tonight, I will shout you out on my community wall tomorrow. I will be back for my Sunday Taco Talk, 7 p.m. Again, our topic is basically I have 2,500 watts of panels. Well, good for you. Good for you. Uh, yeah, what I would like to do if things are still around when, the next couple of years, I'd like to build my retirement home. I want it the way I want it. I want it handicapped accessible. I want to make sure I put a lot of energy efficient 12 volt. My can lights and everything, I'd like those to be all 12 or 24 volt. I'll make sure that I have plenty of lithium power. I'll probably put in quite a bit of solar panels as well as some wind, and I'll make sure that I can run a lot of stuff. Now, no, you won't run your whole house, but I want to be able to run my refrigerators. I got 2 refrigerators. I've got a stand-up freezer. I want to be able to run my stuff. Now, the 220 stuff probably would not be running, but I want some comfort. Hillbilly Josh, thanks for coming in, Hillbilly. I shouted you out on my wall. A word to the lurkers, because I know there are lurkers. I don't have a problem with lurkers, but I don't get any watch time when you lurk if you do not leave me at least one comment. I mean, if you basically leave me a thumbs up and it identifies you, I get your watch time. If you don't, I don't get anything. Now, I was kind enough to give you standard moderator. You should be kind enough that when you come in to at least creative redundancy, thank you. You should be kind enough to allow me to get watch time for when you do come in. Country Girl, thanks for coming in. I see a lot of channels that I have been shouting out in here. Yes, I will. I will drop into your live streams. When I go on, I check and I will drop in. And anytime I do drop in, I always make sure that I leave a like and a supportive comment. And depending on how busy you are, I'm willing to talk a little bit. I was talking with a young lady, Nita, today. We were communicating back and forth. And I pointed out, and she, we were talking about, I mentioned my wife and her health issues, very expensive. Her insurance is like $750 a month. She's high risk, and she's had 3 surgeries in the last 5 years. So she maxes out my insurance, and she'll max out the, and she's maxed out for the year right now. So between now and the end of December, it pretty much covers most everything that would happen. But she's already had a surgery earlier in the year. Basically now it's like she's gone through testing and they monitor her and they're playing with medications and such, She's got liver issues, but it's not related to alcohol or anything. It's a hereditary thing. Runs in her family. But up in Canada, they have socialized medicine. Titan TV Man 161. Here's somebody that just came in. Let's see what Titan TV Man is. And Sister Winnie, thank you for being here. Titan TV Man has 15 subscribers and 4 videos. Titan TV Man, I will link you on my stream. Anybody interested in connecting with Titan TV Man, this is the link. Danger Dale, thank you for coming in. But as I was saying, you better have a good supply of your medication. You better have a good supply of your medication. What happens if you can't get it for a while? GMP. So I buy a lot of the Hormel and the Dingy Moore meals. They're $2.25. They're 9 ounces. And they've got a variety of flavors that you can get. You can microwave them from 1 minute, or you can boil them. You can put them in a pan of boiling water for several minutes. Heat them up. Makes a good meal with crackers. I buy tons of crackers, and that makes a good meal. So I try to eat salads. I try to eat salad, but I can't always, I don't always have salad available. Now, when I was not working every day, I'd make salads for the family. We'd have a salad at lunchtime. The daughter eats healthy. She will eat. Usually will eat oatmeal in the morning, some sort of salad at lunch, and then for supper she'll normally have a vegetable with like some sort of baked fish. That gets her protein, and then she'll drink some of her iced coffees creations that she makes. She loves iced coffee. I got her hooked on coffee. The spaghettis are the best Hormel Complete. Yeah, they're good. I enjoy them. They are. Some of the stuff that I get come in cans. Some of the Dingy Moors and such I get come in cans. I buy the cans, And then I do a lot of rice. I'll make pots of rice, vegetables and such, corn. I get a lot of cases of canned goods. Stuff lasts forever. I want a coffee now. I hear you, Creative Redundancy. I hear you. I may wind up having one in a little while when I get through here. I got about 15 more minutes. You get these people go on and they do these live streams and they're on for like 7 or 8 hours. And over the course of 7 or 8 hours, they've had 30, 35 people come in, But some of those people stay on there for a couple of hours. So when you look at the number of watch hours they got a bunch of watch hours for it, but they didn't have that many people come in, Whereas with me, the average length of time that people come in for me is 7, 8, 10 minutes. Then they're off about something else. A few people stay for the whole thing. And I got to get a few people who will run it afterwards. They'll run the whole thing afterwards. So they'll give me an hour. And I do that for people. I will run as an afterthought type thing. I miss stuff and I'll run it. I'll do a playlist and I run stuff. And then I'll go back and I'll leave them a like and a comment. I may have some cheese and crackers. Well, you know, Vienna sausages. Um, Here's an example of stuff that I have. Spam singles. Great value premium white chicken. Great value pulled pork. This is enough for one sandwich. These are like one serving size. Lemon pepper tuna. Another pulled pork. Another spam. You know, the serving size. I got tons of this stuff. Put that in a travel bag. And then you can use shelf stable breads and such for it. You can do all sorts of stuff. It's not brain surgery. Something else to think about. What happens if the looters come to visit? What's your plan? Well, I got a taser. I'll tase them. When 15 or 20 people show up, you're going to tase 15 or 20 people. Well, I got pepper spray. Well, when they show up, you're going to pepper spray 15 or 20 people. Eat the looters. Well, a story I've been telling a little bit. It's turning into a little urban legend. I had commented on a live stream a while back. Matt Holbrook was commenting, and I had said, you know, you need to get a few body bags. The plastic body bags that they use, they're about $30 a piece. You need to have a few of them. Well, why would you want to deprive the buzzards and the carrion eaters, you know, of a meal, you know, eating? And I said, well, that would be for my family. That would be for, like, loved ones. I wouldn't be just anybody. I wouldn't be using them on just anybody. But then likewise, you know, you do not want anything large rotting anywhere near your property or on your place. You want to get rid of it because it's going to smell. It's going to attract a lot of, you know, it's not going to be pleasant there. It's going to be very unhealthy. Well, that's good that you've tried a lot of that stuff. You'll make dog food out of them, huh? Lord Almighty. And then bus stop, what's a salad? The next time you go to Denny's bus stop, ask for a side salad or a Caesar salad. You'll find out what a salad is, son. Bus stop does a lot of these videos where he will show food that he goes and buys. He'll go into a Waffle House or he'll go someplace, you know, and you know he'll have like 2 or 3 meals spread out. And I enjoy watching those. I don't get to watch them that much, but I enjoy watching them. Yeah, the neighbors' dogs need to eat. Ha 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 ha. I have a degree in history, and I've read a lot about back in the days. A dog was a good meal, and so was a cat. It was a good meal. You know, when they're desperate for food, they ate what they had available. They ate what they had available. The Marquis de Lafayette, who was a French patriot, and he was real big in France, but then he was also over here, and he was like a young man during the Revolution with. He was a general on Washington's staff, French, because the French fought with us. You know, we had French over here, allies fighting with us. We're trying to pay the British back for the French and Indian War. David E. Let's look here at David E. David E is not a content creator. It might be David L. Let me share out David L. This is a link to David L. and Danger Dale. Welcoming those of you who are coming in. Yep. There was a scandal, Lee, down in Corpus here back 20 some odd years ago. A lot of the Asian, little eateries down there where you could go and get buffet. Turns out some of them were serving questionable meat. They were serving some questionable meat in their effort to. I have some yogurt, please. Let's look here. 13 subscribers and 163 videos. Good Lord. How can you put out 163 videos and only have 13 subscribers? I'm linking this channel. And there is a link to, may I have some yogurt, please? Yeah, they had a situation. They had a situation in Corpus, and, and I'd been in that place a few times. I'm like, oh Lord have mercy. Oh Lord, that was a long time ago in a town a couple hundred miles away. But oh Lordy, yeah, you got to watch some invasions. They'll feed you some interesting stuff. Yogurt sucks. Well, I don't know. I like yogurt. I don't eat that much of it, but I eat it. Yeah, it's always a place near a military base. Well, we have Homeport. There's Homeport down in Corpus. Some of the fleets down there, and they have the Naval Air Station. And they do training down there. They do training down there as well. Sunflower. Let's look here at Sunflower. 47 subscribers and 85 videos. Let me put a link to Sunflower. This is Sunflower's channel. Yeah, I spent my first 40 years down there. I was born in Corpus at Spawn Hospital, Shoreline. I went to private school down there in Cartwright Academy, Del Mar Community College, and A&M Corpus. And I, got my degrees from there. In my first 17 years in education, I was down there. Worked my way up. Yeah, chaotic New York City. God almighty. I wouldn't want to be anywhere around it. I fear, we talk about all the immigrants and various things going on. I fear what's going to happen at some point when we get into it with somebody and they've got a lot of people stationed over here with caches and weapons, and they come out and start doing stuff. Raphael Campos Jr. Hello from Texas. Well, I'm in Texas too, Raphael. Let's look at your channel. 5 subscribers, 10 videos. I will share out your channel on my wall. Here you are, and I just put you up. El Paso. Well, I'm in Victoria. Yes, that is true. A lot of Chinese. A lot of Arab types as well. What do you do? I mean, the woke, what do you do? I hear people, they rant about the idiots. Well, you can't solve stupid. You can't cure stupid. Oh, I got my last degree in '95. Matter of fact, that's about the time that the internet was coming out. It was around '95. Yeah, it will be a SHIT show. You know, the only thing I can tell you, when they plan and anticipate a 95% population drop off, is that most of these woke people will be in that 95% that will no longer be around. You know, it really, for me to survive with my family and loved ones and all, and everything goes back to crap, and you gotta deal with that. It's like, you know, the people that you say I told you so, those are the smart people that survived. You know, we're not the problem. And the wokesters, well, they'll get what they have coming to them. They'll get what they have coming to them. Casual drifter in games. Let's see. Here's another one that came in. Let me share out Casual Drifter in games on the stream. Yeah, there'll be a lot of looting. CR, thank you for coming in. There will be a lot of looting. A lot of looters. It'll be in the big blue cities first, and then it'll start spreading out. And the blue cities will be the ones that would fall first and go to chaos first. Is life in Texas anything like King of the Hill? Well, there's a bunch of us who carry, and occasionally we unfortunately have to use what we carry. And when we do, they basically clean up the mess and say thank you. They don't put people on trial for taking out the trash in Texas. That kid, Kyle Ritter, he was attacked during a riot by 3 Antifa types, thugs, criminal record thugs. He's 18 years old. They're all older than he is. And they attacked him. He killed 2 of them and 1 survived. Well, they put him on trial. Didn't find him guilty, but they tried to ruin his life. Made him out to be some sort of horrible person. He was a victim who defended himself and was trying to defend property against these damn looters. One of them was going to use a pistol on him and got shot. You know, and all you hear is them crying about the Antifa types. Very few people got prosecuted. DC Racer. Let me share you out on my stream. Very few of the people that were causing trouble that got arrested, 95% of them got let off without anything happening. Riley, let's see Riley here. No subscribers. I will share you on my stream. There will be a purge. There will be a purge on my stream. I will be going through at sometimes in the near future. I'm going to be going through the people that I have given standard moderator to. And if you've not been coming into my stream recently and identifying yourself, I'm going to pull standard moderator rights. When people show up afterwards, that I pull them, and I'll have a list of who I pull. Not likely you're going to get them back anytime soon. So much for the lurkers. You know, I can play with that. So tomorrow I will be doing my Sunday edition of Taco Talk. It'll be a Taco Talk number 10. And the theme will be getting prepared for SHTF. I will be shouting out channels on my community wall. My premiere of the 1,400 subscriber giveaway will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. When I stream, it will be at 7 p.m. most days of the week. Everybody, please remember the Boy Scout motto is to be prepared. Boy Scout, Girl Scout motto, be prepared. We need to prepare while we can. We need to anticipate trouble. We need to make sure that we have supplies to take care of our needs. We need to be buying extras. We need to shop around for goods, and we need to rotate what we use, buy extras of things. And everybody, you know, use good sense. Keep a log, keep a journal of what you do. Keep your eyes and ears open. Look at what's happening around you. Look for deals. Try to buy things when you can get them on clearance. And everybody have a blessed day. I plan on being back tomorrow, and just sort of disappeared. Sorry about that. Everybody have a good evening. I'm going to go ahead and sign off right now, and I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m.